All right, calling girlfriend a cunt. Hey, Bill, hope fatherhood is treating you well if it finally happened. Has not happened yet. Recently, my girlfriend was being very unreasonable and running her mouth about something, and I said she was being a cunt. Didn't call her a cunt, rather acting like one. You know what? There is a loophole there. There is a loophole there, but when you drop the C word, it's very difficult. Like, I've never called my wife a bitch, ever. I've never done it. The entire time I've been, I never called her that once. One time I did say that she was acting like one. And she brought that up for like fucking 3 years because she knew how important it was to me to never call her that. And we got into a fight, and then she pushed my buttons trying to get me fucking more and more mad because that's what they do. And they're not doing it maliciously. That's how they fight. Most of them. Where guys go, what'd you fuck you say? And then you start fucking fist fighting. Women usually don't get to that level. So their fist fighting is they've already broken you down psychologically, and they just try to make you as mad as they can. And if you're with a cool woman, they'll take responsibility for that, and they'll eventually forgive you. So anyways, all right. So you said that she was acting like one. Okay. Since then, she's had her panties in a twist and thinks I owe her an apology. I haven't given her one. My thoughts are that if anyone, male or female, is acting like a cunt, I can call them a cunt. What's your thoughts on calling women a cunt, and have you gotten into trouble for calling a woman a cunt? I've never done that to a woman that I've dated. Have I ever called a woman a cunt? You know, it's funny. As much as I use that word, I don't think I've ever done that. No, I don't do the name calling thing. As angry as I am, have I ever done that? I've definitely been like, yeah, fuck you, you fucking psycho. I've done that, but I don't do the fucking those classics. I don't break out the classics. I don't say bitch, cunt. I don't say any of that. Yeah, I don't. I just don't. I saw that early on in my life that doesn't work, and I saw what it does to a relationship. I just saw it. I had a paper route when I was a kid, so you get to step into a lot of people's homes and watch a little movie trailer, and a lot of times you're walking up to the house and you can hear the director's cut of what's going on before you went in there. So I saw a lot of that. Being from Massachusetts, there was a lot of hotheads, and I don't know. As much as a dick as I am, I've never done that, and I can tell you that it gets you nowhere. So, and the stubborn thing that you're doing right now, that you're not apologizing for it, is going to cause her to dig her heels in. And what you're doing is you're creating this toxic fucking cesspool in your relationship. Okay? You could have said a bunch of other words and you went to DEFCON 5 or whatever the fuck. Is it 1? Is 1 the worst or is 5 the worst? Whatever the worst one. You went nuclear on her. I think you should apologize. And just say, for the record, I didn't say you were a cunt. I respect you enough to not call you a cunt. I just said you were acting like one. Okay? I won't do that in the future. I was wrong. And don't even defend you. Just say, I apologize for what I said. I shouldn't have said it. Just apologize. All right? And there'll be some residual shit. But I can tell you right now, if you're going to make a relationship work, when you're in the wrong, you have to apologize. You have to do that. Because if you don't apologize, if you always get your fucking back up, if you fight them every fucking step of the way, then you stop being a person to them. You're just this thing. You're just this loud, annoying fucking thing. Okay? But if you say you're sorry, if you say like, you know what, you're right, and blah, 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 the times when you actually are defending your position, you have clout because you've admitted that you were wrong when you were wrong. So there you go. Now, I'm not saying she wasn't being a cunt. Okay? Now, that's the type of thing. If you want to say that, that's what you say when you got your one fucking buddy who for the most part can keep his fucking mouth shut. But even then, you can't depend on that. Okay? If you're ever going to call your woman a cunt, you fucking do it. You go for a drive. And you do it in your car by yourself. And you yell everything that you want to yell because she's not listening to you. You make all your fucking points. You fucking crush it. You give your closing argument to the invisible jury inside your car. And then in the end, you know, and if you actually stop for a second and listen to me, you'd understand that, but you can't because you're such a fucking cunt. Right? And then you look over, you know, at the other person sitting there at the red light with you. And if it's another guy, if it's me, I'm going to laugh, you know, not at you, but I'm going to laugh knowing what the fuck you're doing. And if it's a woman, she's probably going to laugh knowing what the fuck you're doing. Or if she's a cunt, she's going to fucking squint her eyes at her and be more of a cunt. There you go. So, yeah, I do not, nor would I ever do that. I would to my wife. I would never fucking do that. I wouldn't do that to any woman that I was in business with. I wouldn't do that with any fucking. I wouldn't do that in general. But generally speaking, when I talk about people, I kind of just call men cunts. I think it's funny to call a man a cunt. To call a woman a cunt is, it's just not funny. Calling a guy a cunt is fucking hilarious. And I stand by that. All right? Not saying that there's not cunts. God knows that word exists for a fucking reason. But it's just too fucking mean. And I'm telling you, you lose. You lose in the end. Because, you know, they can just make your life miserable. And every court of law, generally speaking, out there is going to side with them. And next thing you know, you will never play drums again because she's going to take them from you.